Yo, what's good, my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Hope you guys got to check out my patch notes coverage and my coverage on the new characters that are dropping. I'm super excited for that. Season 3 looks like it's going to be a hell of a time. Talking about Season 3, that means that the third month is about to start for the game, and honestly, that means that the second month is basically like over, right? So 3 days ago, it would have been the 2-month like period, and I meant to get this video out beforehand, but I had to get some stuff set up properly in the background, and now I'm here to give you guys that second month like account showcase and just show you how much I have improved from the first month to right now. Now, guys, I do just want to say I don't really like to ask for likes at this point. It's just weird to me. I just feel like if you like it, you're gonna like it, right? I will ask for likes on this video, however, though, because I do grind this game egregiously so that my account can look all nice and polished for you guys. So if you could show me a little appreciation, and maybe not even just likes, you know, you could like, you could subscribe, notification bell. You could also comment down below and let me know what you think about my box. Let me know, like, oh, Deadman, you're a madman, why did you spread your resources so far? Or, yo, Deadman, that's super kick-ass, I'm trying to get like, right? However you're feeling, just let me know down below in the comments, right? Because I do like the feedback, I do like to communicate with you guys. But let's go ahead and start off at the first spot, the mages. How have my mages grown from the last time to now? Alright guys, so as it stands right now, like last month, I still have every single mage in the game. The only difference is that last month there were only 48 mages in the game. Now this month there are 54 mages in the game. I do have all of them. So from 48 out of 48 owned to 54 out of 54 owned. Last month, when I did my showcase, I actually wanted to get every character LR. That was like the real goal I was working towards, but I could not quite meet that goal because the SSR crystals began to run dry from all the evolution I had done, or all the promotions that I had done on prior mages, right? So I was still missing 3 LRs whenever there was only 48 characters in the game. Now we are to a point where I have all 54 of my characters LR, and I literally can't even do the weekly mission to get a character UR anymore until new characters drop. And so I'm pretty much stuck on that, right? Then I only had 18 5-star mages last time, so that would be quite literally every single rare and SR mage in the game that was at the game at the time, which they've added one new SR mage, and that's going to be Gifso, but he is already 5-star. And let me go ahead and just put it up like this so you can kind of see. Every SR and rare is already 5-star, and then a good like bulk of my, let me move these notes out of the way. A good bulk of my mages are actually already 5-star that are in the SSR category here. So if we take a look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my iPad and looking at the computer screen at the same time, trying to keep my mouse like level here, but it's not working out for me. 11 with Ghost, 12 with this man Leopold, and then 13 with this man Nozel. So I have 13 out of 24 currently SSRs 5-star, and I really wanted to do this video right now because every other time not even every other time, the last time I did a monthly showcase, I had all the characters, then they dropped the new characters, and I had to get the new characters right before the showcase, right? So I was like summoning all day basically on the day that it was the month, and then like I still got the video in right at that month frame. But now it's like they pushed the update back a few days, so low-key, as of right now, everything. I have everything, bro. But yeah, I need to work on a lot more of these mages here. Let's kind of go over these lists that I have off to the side, right? So we can move this one off the screen. That's literally just like the basic progress from this month to now. Oh, and I'm sorry, only 10 of my characters were level 100 last month. Now 27 of them are level 100, and there are 43 5-stars in my account in all right now as we speak, right? Right here you can see I have a breakdown of the duplicates that I need because I like to keep everything like super organized, keep a list for all my stuff, right? So the 3 lists right here are gonna be right here. This one's gonna be OG 10 mages. So the OG 10 mages would be Real, Vengeance, Sally, Jack, Lotus, Mars, Charlotte, Leopold, and Nozel. Those are going to be the 10 original mages in the game. The reason why I have these guys sectioned off separately is because every time you get to the level 4 of an Affinity stage, or no, every time you beat a village or level up a village's friendship or affinity to level 4, they give you a chest, and in that chest you can pick a duplicate for an SSR character, but the SSR characters that you can pick from are just the original 10 that you could re-roll for. So they aren't letting you just pick duplicates of like brand new like general release characters or anything like that. That would be ridiculous, right? But that's why those guys are sectioned off. I literally need altogether as a collective, I need 14 more duplicates of those characters. For seasonal characters, I need 3 more duplicates of Yami because he's 2-star already, and then I need 5 more stars for Asta. But as of right now, I need 8 seasonal dupe mage pieces. And this is also kind of like why I want to just start 5-starring all the seasonal mages whenever they drop, because they just are such a tedious task to try and max out after they drop, right? Then we come over here to general release mages. So Raya, I got him, and I can keep getting copies of his skill page. I just can't get copies of him anymore. That's just how it is. Veto, I need 4 more copies of. Licht, I need 2 more copies of. When I was going crazy coming in on Kahono and Kyoto's banners, I lucky got blessed with Licht because he was only 1-star before. And Fuego, I even got blessed with him because he was 3-star before. So now Fuego just needs 1 more star, meaning I need 12 of these duplicates here. So altogether, mage dupes currently right now in the game, all I need are 34. Now, obviously, whenever the 4 new mages drop, seasonal Charmy, seasonal Asta, seasonal Vanessa, and then like Festival Julius, when those 4 drop, that's gonna add another 24 mage pieces that I need, because obviously I have to acquire the copy of them and then 5 more copies of each of them to get them 5-star. So 34 plus 24 is like 58, which honestly, that's not that bad. When the game first started and I was trying to get everything boosted up to that point, I was at that number anyway. But on these new banners, these characters are gonna have higher rates, so it's really not gonna be that bad. Also, I do want to show you guys how many extra SSR like mage pieces I have left over, just of like mages that are already 5-star, and I can now use them for like the Clover crystals, or even use them for the shop if I wanted to. So we come right over here to the mage piece shop, and if you guys look closely here, you'll see that I have 14 of these crystals up here, and if I tap this, I have 2 of these SR Clover crystals, which could actually be, which honestly I'm probably going to start saving these, because you can use these to make a specific like class of accessory, and we'll talk about accessories a little later in the video here. But Yami's 5-star, Charlotte's 5-star, Fauna's 5-star, Kyoto and Kahono are both 5-star. This man Leopold is already 5-star, Lotus is already 5-star. So without these 2, I literally just have 12 of these sitting. This is literally enough for me to LR the next like 3 characters that drop, because as we know, you just need to get the Clover Crystal filled out once on an SSR character, and then afterwards you just need to get their duplicates and get them all the way up to LR based off of that, right? So I have 12 of these right here. I can save these. I can max out the affinity on my new mages that I get. Julius, Julius, Asta, Charmy, Vanessa, and each one of those mages will give me 2 of these. So that will give me 8 altogether from those guys, and then give me 10 altogether that I have, like that I own, and I could literally go and make 10 accessories if I wanted to that are like specific to a certain type. So that was kind of like the goal that I was shooting for this entire time. I thought that I was going to continue to use these for the Clover crystals, but it's like now that I'm at a point where all my characters are LR and I have all these extra duplicates because I have so many 5-stars, it's like I don't even have to bother using these anymore, and I'm not going to, because this is just going to get saved for accessories, because like I'm trying to go crazy on accessories. I've been farming out gear, and like I said, we'll talk about gear a little bit more later in the video, but I just wanted to show you guys the extra mage pieces that I have. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is how many skill pages do I have. Before we even look at my percentage for skill pages or go into that at all, right, I just want to say that last month, when there were only 48 characters in the game, I was missing 6 skill pages. Now, it wasn't too bad because I had every new skill page that it released. I was just missing 6 of the old skill pages, and my plan was, you know, I can grind up, and every month when they give us that selector ticket, I can just literally pick up a skill page, and I'll just kind of like finish the rest of them like that. Then towards the end of the month, or not even towards the end of the month, like a good way through the second month of playing the game, I had gotten to a point where I was only missing like 2 skill pages, and it was like Nozel and Rill, right? And literally those 2 were the last 2 characters that I LR'd because I didn't have the skill pages either, right? So we look right here, we can see that I had 42 out of 48 skill pages. And also another thing to keep in mind, I did not collect the general skill pages. I only collected the character specific ones. If I got a general skill page, even if it was SSR, I would scrap that shit because I didn't care. I just wanted the character specific skill pages. And honestly, I have all the character specific skill pages now. That's the big reveal, right? If you look at my skill pages, you will see that my skill pages are actually at a whopping 98%. Now, like I said, I've scrapped some SSR skill pages. So even though it says I have acquired every single skill page here, which I have at some point, except for this one right here, just this one is the only skill page I have not picked up in the game. General skill page, right? And honestly, no, just skill page in general, yeah. But like, if you look here, like, I'm missing some of these general SR skill pages. I just need to get them back. I'm missing this one, I know for certain. I believe I'm missing this one. I know I'm obviously missing this one, and I'm missing this one, right? I'm missing like 5, I'm missing 5 general skill pages. But I just wasn't keeping track of that last month because I was like, who cares? But if I'm going to be the ultimate collector, I cannot just collect character-specific things. I have to collect like everything, right? And plus, you never know when they implement a system where you can break down skill pages and then use the materials to boost other skill pages, right? I feel like that's going to be something that they try to incorporate into the game at some point, because if they don't, people are just going to cry about skill pages forever. And it's not like I don't know how hard it is to get a skill page. Like, yes, I do not get a skill. So every banner that's come out, besides the seasonal banners, I typically get the skill page within the first rotation and don't have to keep going past the first rotation. If I go past the first rotation, it's because I want to. It's because I feel like a psychopath and I want to start 5-starring somebody right when they come out, right? But Kahono's banner, for instance, I had to go 2 rotations on her banner for her skill page. And like, did I? Yes. No. I feel like I only went 1 rotation. And on my last summon, I got lucky and got a fake out. But it's like, even still, having to go the full rotation still sucks, right? Now, think about me going for the skill pages on the seasonal banner that dropped this time, right? Because in the first like rotation of the seasonal banner, I had pulled Noel's skill page like 2 times. And I hadn't pulled Ghost or Yuno's at all. And I was over here like, man. So my first season, I had gotten only 1 skill page from summons. I literally wasted it. And there's another thing. I'm missing crystals from the shop too, but they're not replacing those. But I used 8 or 10 SSR crystals to get a skill page from the shop. Then I used the battle pass for my selector ticket and got the other skill page right there. That was really a painful process. And like, honestly, this time I was like, yo, I can't front. I'm not down to do that this time. If I have to, I can. I would rather not though. And I'm glad that I did end up summoning the skill pages. Literally, it took me going all the way to the 4th fucking rotation to get skill pages for Ghosh and Yuno. And what's dirty, how they did me dirty is, I had summoned 3 copies of Noel's in the first 2 rotations. And it's just like, bro, you could have gave me Noel, Ghosh, and Yuno. I would have been chilling. But nah, I had to go all the way to the 4th rotation. And when I get to the 4th rotation, they decided to give me 2 copies of his skill page and 2 copies of his skill page. So now I'm just sitting over here like, bro, y'all was gonna bless me on their skill pages once you finally gave them to me, but you waited so long to give them to me. Like, what was that? But it's whatever. As of right now, I have all 54 character-specific skill pages. 29 of them are maxed out, and that's gonna be like the that's pretty much the rare and SR ones. Then I have 20 out of 25 of the general skill pages, and 14 out of 25 of them are maxed out. And once again, the ones that are maxed out are just the SR and rare skill pages. And then let's actually go over to my like inventory so we can actually see like which skill pages have a certain amount of stars on them. So you look right here, and I love how the box is organized. It literally organizes it like staggered in a way where whoever has the most like stars, it just kind of like goes in order that way. Only thing I don't like is that they mix the general with the, can I switch it to, no? Nope, I can't. I was gonna say, they just mix it up with, so what if I press this? Nah, this is just basic like sorting. But okay, let me stop messing with tags that I don't know what they say. But yeah, they literally just show it, wait, does that take out the, oh, fire, okay. This literally separates the character specific and the general ones. Facts. So Yami is at 4 stars, and the very interesting thing about that is currently in chapter 6, the skill page that they are giving us for chapter 6 when you collect all the puzzle pieces is a Yami skill page. So I will literally be able to max out my Yami's skill page whenever I get those last 2 puzzle pieces, because I am at 7 out of 9 puzzle pieces right now. So I'm very excited for that. When Yami gets his last little upgrade to his skill page, I feel like I'm really going to be able to feel the difference. Noel is at 3 out of 5. So Noel, Raya, Fauna, all 3 out of 5s. Hiato, Licht, Hiato, Licht, Charlotte, Lotus, all 2 out of 5. Kahono, Season 2 Ghosh, Season 2 Yuno, Sally, Fuego, Vengeance, they're all 1 star, and then literally the rest, everybody else is like no stars at all. So Real, Nozel, Radius, Jack, Leopold, Veto, Mars, Season 1 Asta, Season 1 Yami, Season 1 Mimosa, they're all like 0 stars. And then literally you look at the SRs, all of them are maxed out already. I low-key need to go and scrap these skill pages right here because I hate having all these extra skill pages in my character box for no reason. Now, if I get SSR skill pages beyond what I need, so like say I max out Yami's and then I summon a Yami skill page, like the next summon I do, I will keep Yami's extra skill page. Literally, I will just try to max it out a second time just cause like I really do think they're gonna implement a system where you can like use other skill pages to boost other skill pages, right? Then we come down to the rares. Obviously, all those are gonna be maxed out as well. And then I have a bunch of extras for this. Then we come down to the general ones, and now we can see the SSR ones all like side by side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my possession. There's 10 SSR general skill pages. There's 8 SR general skill pages, and then there are 7 rare general skill pages. Literally all of my SR general skill pages are maxed out except for this one right here. For some reason, the last 2 copies of it keep eluding me, and also the one SR like character skill page that I do not have maxed out is Gifso's, and he only needs 1 more. So literally I summon Gifso's skill page 1 more time, and then that's maxed out, and then I'm big chilling, right? And actually, sorry guys, I know this is like a showcase for my account, but look, let's go scrap these real quick. And after I scrap these, I can actually show you all of the extra materials that I have just sitting left over for my skill pages. So let's come down to the bottom here and just start from the bottom to the top, and I'll literally like fast forward this part of the video. Okay guys, so the reason why I wanted to like break that down on like video and just kind of like show this is because I have an overabundance of materials for these tickets right here. And as we know, these right here are actually SSR selector tickets, and you can select, wow, wait a minute, I don't even have to use this to select like a character next time. I could literally use this to select like one of the skill pages that I'm missing. Honestly, I might use this shit just for the flex. I might use this shit to pick up one of these skill pages, just so when I look in the skill page section of my book, it is 100, or skill page section of my account in the encyclopedia is at 100%, just like my characters, right? But basically, I can use these to pick up any SSR like skill page that I want. Obviously, I'm gonna buy these 3 first and make sure that I don't get some SSR stuff and I'm not buying anything for no reason, because I have actually pulled SSRs off of like the rare to SSR ticket before. Honestly, the last skill page that I was missing besides Kahono. So when I was summoning for Kahono's skill page, it was Kahono and real skill page that I needed. I remember I got the 3 of these from the monthly missions, and I literally used them, and like the last skill page that I got from the 3 tickets was literally real skill page. So these tickets can be the dark horse for you sometimes, right? And you can see I have 5,000 of the lesser material for these down here. I have 400 basically of the higher material for these up here. That's 30 plus 50, so that's 80. So that means for the next like 5 months, I can literally buy these guaranteed every time, right? But yeah, just be mindful of your skill pages. That's the reason why I max them out beforehand, so that I can go ahead and just get the materials for the rest of them that I do not need, and if I get more SSR ones, then I'll just hang on to those, right? Because the SR ones can give you the premium material, which is nice. I actually have this list over here as well that shows which skill pages from the OG 10 mages I need, so that if I do get to a point, or not even if, when I get to a point where I do have every single skill page in the game, I can start coming here every month and I can just start picking up duplicates for skill pages that I want to max out. And I already have like a list of priority right here of like who's getting picked up first and whatnot. So what I like to do is order the characters by who needs the most at the top versus who needs the least at the bottom. And then right here, I like to rank it by priority. So like, if I had an opportunity to just pick one of these, which one would I pick? So that's how I break this down. I need 45 more skill page copies for the original 10, and then altogether I just need 94 more skill page copies in general in the game. And yes, I keep track of all these things religiously. But the next thing after skill pages should be my Village Affinity. So yeah, let's talk about my Village Affinity, and let me put all these extra notes away. Alright guys, so we're in the overworld now. I've actually been caught red-handed. I've come over here and you can just see that I was already farming Affinity the last time that I was doing anything in the game. And honestly, this 283 stamina that I have right now is probably going to go to farming Affinity after this video is done, right? But if we go here and look at my villages, so in the first month, I had village 1 level 4 on Affinity. Villages 2, 3, and 4 were all level 1 in Affinity, and then village 5 was not out yet in the game. Now, the point that I'm at, chapter 5, 4, and 1 are all maxed out on village Affinity, and then I just have to max out chapters 3 and 2. And literally, I'm over halfway there on village 2, and I'm like right under halfway there, basically halfway there on village 3. So once I get those maxed out, I will be getting 1,000 black crystals collectively. You can actually see right here, I have a notepad that shows me how much stamina I still need to use for certain chapters, Affinity, and how many runs I need to do exactly. The way I get that math is I literally subtract the maximum amount in the gauge minus the current amount that I'm at in the gauge, and then I only run nightmare stages for Affinity. Normal stages are going to give you 50 points towards your Affinity per run. Hard stages are going to give you 100 points of Affinity per run, and then nightmare stages are going to give you 150 Affinity per run. So I only run nightmare stages, so I divide the number that I get from the difference of those two numbers that I was just talking about. I divide that number by 150, which tells me exactly how many runs that I need to do. And obviously, if you have any decimals, just round up, because you can't do a part of a run and get the Affinity for it, right? Now, there are little extra things that you can do, like fishing every day gives you like 50 Affinity, I think, every time you do it. And literally, they've been giving us 20 lures a day. So like 20 times 50 is like 1,000. No? Yeah, 20 times 50 is 1,000. So like that's an extra 1,000 Affinity if you're fishing in like one place specifically, or even if you want to spread it out, still an extra 1,000 Affinity points in different chapters, right? So it still goes a long way. This number for chapter 2 is actually not up to date right now. I actually thought I updated it before this video, but I'm actually lacking on that. But this for chapter 3, this number should still be accurate because I have not run the Affinity on chapter 3 since yesterday. And then you can see all of the characters that I need to finish up getting maxed Affinity on. I even have like how many levels do I need to get, to max them out on Affinity. And then also I keep count of how many black crystals I can acquire from those characters, because as a whale, yes, I do spend money here and there in the game. I make sure I can get my summons out, but part of my like method is I'm not trying to like be like super crazy whaling every time. I'm just trying to be a stockpiler. So it's like, oh, I have everything already, so everything else that I get is just, you know, cake on top, right? So I'm still down to spend money, yes, but wouldn't it be nice to prepare myself like I'm a free-to-play player and still take advantage of all of the free resources in the game that I can pick up? So right now, I have it right here at the bottom. The math is already done. If I max out all these characters' affinities at their current like states right now, I will get 6,500 black crystals, and then I also have an additional 1,000 black crystals that I can get from these two villages. And that's not even including what I can get from chapter 6 once that drops. But then altogether, I have 7,500 black crystals that I can get just from affinity farming of the villages and of my mages. When chapter 6 comes out, that's gonna be 500 more black crystals. No, that's gonna be 800 more black crystals, because when you get to level 1 on village affinity, you get 300. When you get to level 5 on village affinity, you get like another 500, right? So that's another 800 black crystals that is going to be waiting for me. Also, I think when you complete and it doesn't really matter anymore because it's maxed out, but I think when you complete the skill page, it gives you an additional like 500 affinity towards the village. So make sure if you did not complete your skill pages or your puzzle pieces in each chapter that you are doing that, so you can get that extra affinity towards your village affinity, because that 500 helps. Every little bit helps, because I've done the math. To get from level 0 to level 5, you have to run nightmare affinity stages 1,160 times per chapter. So sit with that number, and honestly, I'm gonna make a separate video talking more so about affinity and like going deeper into it and all the specifics that you need to know, right? But yeah, 7,500 black crystals free to play just from that. Not even from content that they're gonna be releasing, not even from new story that they're gonna be releasing and shit like that. And also, the last little bit, I have 34 out of 54 of my mages like max affinity right now. So as you can see, I'm working as you can see, basically the rares are just like untouched. There are some of them that are like kind of like worked up a little bit, but the rares are basically untouched. The SRs are over halfway done. I'm actually grinding through them right now, and you can see some of them need 1 more level, some of them need 2 levels. Like, so I'm working my way through them. The only reason why Noelle is like up here still needs 8 levels is because the character that I use to carry all these SRs in their affinity runs is the seasonal Noelle. So maybe once I get to, or not even maybe, once I get to a point where all these guys are maxed out down here, like I try to farm 3 SRs at a time and then just use Noel to carry. But I'm gonna get to a point where like I'm gonna have so little SRs that need to be like maxed out on Affinity, I'll be able to just like run this Noel and then run other characters to carry, and I'll be able to run multiple good characters to carry, right? So it's gonna be fine. Then we can slide over to my gear and talk about that for a little bit. Alright guys, so if you take a look at my gear here, we will see that I had 27 last time. Now, wait, maybe if I put the note on the screen, you guys will know that, huh? I had 27 LR pieces last month. I now have 72. Wow, that's the inverse. I have 72 gear pieces now, right? I already done the math on it, I already counted up. I have 72 LR gear pieces. Now, a lot of these gear pieces are duplicate pieces, which do allow me to make like more accessories and everything. And honestly, we're gonna talk about accessories in a second, but if we come down here, you can actually see I do have like a very small amount of accessories because I don't have any LR accessories yet, but I do have these UR accessories, which honestly, I'm not really too like murphed about those. I mean, obviously you want to get LR stuff regardless of whether it's regular gear or whether it's accessories, because the LR stuff is always going to be the best bet for you. Then we come down, oh my god, there's so many of that like hammer or not axe. If I come down here, you can tell what stage I've been farming a lot lately. But if I come down here, you can see my accessories down here. So I have a lot more SSR accessories than UR accessories, obviously rarity, right? But honestly, we're trying to get to a point where we have a bunch of LR accessories. I need some LR accessories to put onto my characters because I discovered something about the LR accessories. So the way that I like to build my character's gear is, instead of doing two piece sets, I don't like that thought because people are typically just focusing their damage whenever they do that with a character. What I like is one 4-piece set and then another 2-piece set that also can like amplify a character's damage or something like that. The reason why I like to follow this path is because when you give people 2-piece, you're just building up their attack. The mages are automatically going to be a lot squishier than if you just gave them 4-piece set, because the 4-piece set has a 4-piece effect on it. So if I only have 2 pieces of this gear, it's literally going to give me 7% boost to attack and magical attack. If I have a 4-piece set on this gear, it gives me a 15% boost to my damage altogether. Now, that is not just attack and magical attack. If it was that, it would say 15% boost to all attack. 15% boost to all damage means that if you do crit damage, penetration damage, magical damage, physical damage, all of that is a form of damage, and it will be doing 15% more in that regard. So I don't like to build characters in a way where they just have big numbers right here and it just looks impressive to look at. No, I like to build my characters well-rounded, and then I like to have a bunch of percent buffs that take place whenever I enter a mission. That's more so my like build style. And not to mention accessories. Let me switch over to the accessories page real quick. Accessories have multiple like different sets for like each class, right? So there's this accessory set that is specifically for attackers, but then there's this one that's also for attackers, and this one that's also for attackers. Now, each one of these pieces do have different substats on them, and literally, let's see if this is the one. Yes, this one right here gives attack as its like main stat, but you'll notice that this is a percentage boost. So let's go all the way up to the LR level. If I get this right, and I can get this specific like sets like piece for this spot in the accessories, you see right here at base is boosting attack 10.56%. If you get it plus 12, is boosting your attack 17.64%. Now, each piece in this set does not boost attack with its main stat, but if I can mix and match the gear from all the different sets, I could have 3 pieces that all boost my attack by a percentage. Imagine 17.64% times, let's see, 17.64% times 3, so that would be 52.92%, right? Now imagine this. Let's look at Yami. So Yami, I'm not going with attack gear because Yami is a character that wants to crit a lot. He's a character that wants to do big damage with his crits. So I have 4 pieces of gold star crit rate gear, and then I have 2 pieces of gold star crit damage gear. I literally don't have this UR. So I'm literally just like sitting that in just so I can get the effect from both of the sets, right? But imagine 3 pieces right here that are boosting his attack by 52.92%. So his attack right now is 20,149, and this isn't even a good piece right here. So let's take a look, right? 2149. I'm sorry, guys. I'm good at math, but I'm not good at calculator, I guess. Times 1.5292 equals. So it would jump his attack up to like 30k. But you have to keep in mind, his attack is going to be 30k in addition to the fact that every hit is basically gonna be a crit, because like I have 2 LR like regular crit rate pieces, and I put them on Yami, and I literally every time I attack, you can see the shit right there, bro. There's this piece is right here, and then the other piece is right here. When I have those 2 pieces on, this man Yami literally just doesn't miss crits anymore. Yami just always crits, and it's like if Yami's gonna always be critting with a base attack of 30,000, and then I also have extra crit damage on top, Yami's gonna be hitting really hard. Not to mention he has more stuff to boost his crit rate within the mission. That's why I took off the other 2 crit rate pieces, and I want crit damage as 2 sub pieces. But that's pretty much my methodology for gearing up and accessories. And low key, I want to do this on camera, because sometimes I'll be getting blessed with my luck, and I don't think that I will get blessed with my luck, because this is just like hard. This is like hard to actually get good luck on. But we're gonna come here and look at the accessories. So earlier you guys heard me talking about saving those SSR Clover crystals. Why is that? Because if you come here, this right here, this is just like dump gear and get a chance at. So I'm not gonna do this with these pieces, but I'm just putting these in as an example. Okay, cool. So, all right, look, you see, all I need are these LR pieces. Nothing else is required of me to make an accessory. The only problem is it's just going to be like some random general accessory. I don't know what class is going to be for or anything like that. Now, as we just looked at, there are 6 different sets for accessories, right? So instead of taking a chance at, first of all, it's a 1 in 5 chance depending on the class that you get, and then once you get into the right class, it's a 1 in 6 chance that you get the right piece from the right gear set. And honestly, multiply that by 3 because there's 3 different pieces of gear in each set, so it's just like the chances are just like super low for you to get something that you actually need. That's why I like to think about it like this. Or let's go to the necklace. Come over to the necklace. You can pick a specific class which heightens the chance of you getting something that you actually need greatly, right? Then let's take a look and just grab some random, like, cause like, bro, a lot of these pieces are duplicates, man. I'll just farm them back up again, bro. It don't matter to me. Like, if I get 10 pieces in here, all right, cool. 10 pieces in here. Let's add this on as well. You see right here that I can actually use this SSR Clover crystal for this, right? So this is what I'm gonna start using my SSR Clover crystals towards, not towards character growth and everything, because I have so many extra duplicates. I just don't need to do that anymore. So I'm gonna make one and just see what I get. It's not gonna be an LR, but it'd be really cool if it was an LR. So cool, right? This is a attacker. You are like accessory piece, but at least I knew it was gonna be for attackers when it came out. Now I don't like this because the main stat on it is literally endurance. The substat on it is literally defense. So not a very offensive piece, but at least I can start farming gear to a point, and I have extra SSR crystals, or I'm going to, where I can just start doing this more often than not, right? But that's how my gear's looking. And then the last thing to talk about, or not the last thing, I guess, yeah, the last thing, achievements. Where am I at on achievements? So last month my achievements were at 13 stars. So right here, this gauge at top, it was 13 stars. And honestly, if I look back in the video, in the old video, I can actually see the exact percentage I was at. But I had 13 stars and I had 2,505 points. Since last month up to this point now, I have nearly double the points that I have in this like portion of the game, right? I'm at 4,815, just like 200 more points, and then I'm at like 5,000, right? But what's even crazier to think about is I have nearly doubled my points, yet I've only gone up 3 levels in stars. So you start to see that like these missions do start to like get a little like heavier, right? Like right now, these 3 missions right here, this one says become level 32. The second one says awaken a skill 88 times, and literally these skills right here, these missions right here, that just kind of tells you like what I've been focusing on. I haven't been focusing on my skills. I haven't been focusing on. It's crazy to think that I haven't been focusing on my skills on a lot of characters, and I still beat like all the content. I can auto like all the grinding content in the game, right, on the highest difficulties. But this right here says what is this? 27 out of 36. Open talent slots 36 times. That's what this one is. But like you see, like these missions right here give 25, 5, 10 points. But like you start to get deeper into the missions, and like you see some missions give you 50 points. Also, guys, I have a major problem. This mission right here specifically is impressive because this mission right here says summon 5,680 times. Now, missions typically start off at a point where you get 5 points from them, or you get 10 points from them. Once you beat the requirement for the mission, it just tracks that progress, and then it just raises the cap, and it's like, okay, reach this level now, right? So that means I've summoned 4,663 times in the game, right? So maybe I have a bit of a problem, or maybe I just like good products. to each their own, right? But yeah, you see this mission is gonna give me 50 points. The highest I've seen a mission go is 50 points. So once you get to like that 50 point range, there might be like 2 more like times you have to do that mission. But after that, like, you might be done with that mission, because you can see a bunch of these missions are like blacked out for me. Like this, so this tab right here is the growth tab. A lot of this is already like blacked out, and like a lot of these missions right here, like awaken mages, level mages, this, that, and the third with mages, right? So I'm be grinding my mages up. They're all LR, obviously. Then right here is the adventure section. This is more so like literally just playing the game, collecting gold, collecting skill pages, like search a certain number of times, fish a certain number of times, like. And I actually finished the mission the other day for searching a certain amount of times. I got to 718 times that I searched, and like I don't even have to do that shit anymore. And then fishing, I'm at 635 out of 640. So like just little things like that, right? You want to be paying attention to this stuff. And I'm actually going to have a separate video translating all of these achievement missions and telling you guys like, hey, this is how I would kind of like tackle this right now, right? But then we come over here. This right here is the challenge. This is the challenge section. So this is gonna be like do final boss this certain number of times, or not final boss, do subjugation battle a certain number of times, do special episodes a certain number of times. Now the most evil mission in this game, and I don't care how much you struggle with story missions, anything like that, the most evil mission in this game, Jeong Choi, name the company billing, is coming because of this mission specifically. The most evil mission in the game. Losing PvP a certain amount of times. That is the bottom mission right here. Now, it started out at a very low number, and right now I am in the process of losing PvP matches on purpose so that in the future I can just win no matter what, and never have to worry about losing again in the future. So when I tell you I lost 440 times because that was the next mission for it, and it wasn't even 440, it was less than 440, because you lose a certain amount of times and then they're like, cool, lose like 50 more times, lose like 70 more times, and you're just like, oh, please stop. But I am the mightiest magic knight, and I must complete all of my missions all the way through. I have sometimes thought about just giving up on this mission and just starting to win in PvP because I'm missing out on so many extra black crystals a week. But honestly, I spend money anyway. Does it really matter that I'm missing free-to-play black crystals? So, losing in PvP, I'm almost to the next level of this mission, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, if I get to this next level of the mission and it's not done, I am going to scream until my vocal cords don't work anymore. And my videos are just going to be me doing fucking sign language and tapping the screen, bro. But that is the worst of the missions. The rest of them aren't that bad. This right here is the equipment section. So this is for like skill pages, getting gear, getting enchantment stones, working on accessories, things of that nature. And this last portion right here is going to be community. This is going to be like sending friends gifts and then doing the little mini games. That's it. And then down here is like use stamps a certain amount of times in chat, right? So yes, achievements, I am running through those, and like I said, I'm going to make a separate video about this, but I think the achievements are going to be very important towards the first anniversary, and I'll explain more in that other video why I think that. But now let's talk about just like my general progress in the game and other areas. So like I said, if you come to PvP, you can see here that like my rank in PvP is shit water. It's so dog piss low. I don't even care right now because I'm still trying to win this. I'm still trying to beat this mission, and I was at 453 out of 468. So let's go ahead and make it 454 real quick on video so you guys can see me surpassing my limits. Okay, cool. Good fight. Good fight. Like, bro, I'm not a capper, bro. I don't want y'all to think that like I'm just losing in PvP because like my teams aren't good. I have every fucking character. They're all LR. I can build teams for PvP now. I just want y'all to know that like I am really dedicated to the cause of beating all of these achievements. I need my account to be the perfect account, right? So, or I don't even need my account to be the perfect account. It's just gonna be the perfect account, right? I'm already doing so well. So it's just like, yes, I actually am taking like all missions seriously, no matter what. Like literally I have like whenever the day resets, I literally have a little method of what I do on my missions. All right, guys, after PvP, we can take a look at like my farming stages and kind of see where I'm at. So I remember the last time that I was recording this, I didn't actually have my farming stages kind of like pushed to the like highest level that they could be at because I was focusing very specific things in my farming. But now, if we look here, the experience dungeon, I can farm this on the highest difficulty. I could not farm it on the highest difficulty on auto battle before, but since Kahono has come out, she actually helps the team out quite a bit. So my team has a lot more survivability, and I can now auto battle this on stage 15. Look at the gear dungeon. I could already farm all these on stage 15. It was just a matter of getting the gear for my units and making the stages a little faster. And I guess I could show you the teams. Like this team right here, kind of like, you'll notice the common theme with all my teams, and the common theme is they're all the same fucking team for all the different stages of different colors, right? So you have stage 11, right, or not stage 11, stage 15 of the red gear stage right here. Then the team that I'm using right here is, this team is more so like, Raddy's is going to give you a shield, you know, has like the attack debuff, and then Licht and Raya just have a lot of damage to burn through the enemies before anything can really get done to them. And then right here, for this team on this stage, we have Noelle because she's a fucking menace. She has a shield, she has high attack, she has counter attacks, whatever you can think of. Sally is a very good damaging support. I feel like you have like utility supports, defensive supports, offensive supports. Sally is like a really great offensive support, probably the best offensive support in the game. I could be a little tunnel vision. I need to use the rest of the supports. The units that I usually work on more are going to be like attackers and debuffers, just for like extra damage. Then we have Charlotte here, who is actually really good in tandem with Yami. She can mark enemies, which allows you to take extra turns whenever you kill them. She has bleed debuff on her ultimate, which gives Yami a chance to just like guaranteed stun somebody with a skill too. And yeah, that's just kind of like the rhyme and reason behind my teams. But like I said, I can farm all those stages on level 15. Then we come down to the stage where you have to beat, or not have to beat, the stage where you get substat upgrade materials, and literally all of these are beaten up to level 15 as well. You can see there's no first clear reward, and literally the teams are essentially the same. Like you'll see Finral and Sally kind of like switch spots, because Finral is kind of like more of like a utility support for me, whereas Sally is more like I want to do big damage, right? But you can see the teams are essentially the same in like each one of these stages, right? Then we come down here to the talents. Now talents, the blue team is a little different because this stage hits really hard, and it's because that the rat is like an enemy in this shit, and the rat has like an AoE attack that hits everybody for like a pretty solid amount of damage. But I just kind of switched in Kahono, and I use Kahono and Vengeance in unison, because Vengeance has 34% damage reduction, whereas Kahono gives you a shield and can give you healing over time, and also can just give you big heals with her ultimate. Fauna, obviously big damage. Lotus, obviously control freak. Then you come down to this stage. This team is exactly the same. This team just works really well. Like, you know, and Raddy's is like a super crazy combo for survivability. Then we come down here. This team is essentially the same, except for using a support on this team. I'm now using the SR Mimosa. And funny thing is, I didn't really think SR Mimosa was that great when I first used her, but that's because she's an SR, and you got to kind of max her out all the way to get any like noticeable benefits from her. But yeah, all those can be farmed on auto battle with those teams. Yeah. Oh, I'm level 30. If you look in my guild here, the next highest level people in my guild, including the captain of the guild, they're level 27. So I'm cooking up. Continue grinding as you will, and it's not really a game of competing against other people. It's more so just go at your own pace. I just like to flex that I'm level 30 already. Because if you look at like some of the top ranked like people in the game, you see that like they're like level 30 and shit. So yeah, that's it for this account showcase. Hope you guys did enjoy, and once again, I do polish this account to a high degree so it looks nice for you guys, so I would appreciate if you could drop a fat like on this video. You could even hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because why would you not want me tapped into your brain? Aren't I smart? Don't I sound smart when I talk about these characters? Who knows? And you could also leave comments down below and let me know what you think of the account, because your feedback is very important to me. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are ready for the next one. It's going to be your boy DeadmanVince, dying to resurrect again at a later point. Peace.